Hey there, welcome to episode 51 of the Buy Me an Update audio program. We're recording this at 9:22 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in the greater Vegas area. On this Monday, November 10, 2025, Buy Me an Update is published on Mondays, usually in the morning, so we're right in there. The title for today's quick update, Caffeine Respite. Some people say Respite, but I believe it is Respite. The summary of today's quick update, I just took about 1 week off from my normal caffeine intake, the respite. I still had yerba mate almost daily, but this particular leaf is not as high in caffeine, not even close really, to be honest, as my initial return to yerba mate a couple of months ago, so a substantial reduction for a week, and it did have an impact. There are links for today's episode, as always. They're just a collection of all the links to all of my various programs, so you can find anything that you'd like to follow up on from the update from last week's audio programming topics. Also, where to find this audio program on the danhugo.com homepage. So let's get to it. The last week, as in last week, not the last week. Let's Innovate for Vegas was about changing the way we are conducting our efforts in the near term, more of that tuning that I did in the previous episode the week before, and not really a pivot so much. So just kind of dialing into that a bit. Quaggling Sand was a little bit about systems, and one of the things I enjoy most about engineering and my own career meanderings, how things work and how they work together or don't. FFS Talk was about the paradox of choice, mostly, especially in these odd and challenging times. Two, the title. Sometimes more than two, but so often two. Cafe Genius Impresarios was about some ideas concerning the emergence of subcultures and what we can do to enable that emergence, which is definitely not community building. I always think that's a bad way to look at things. Upcoming, my caffeine respite had a non-trivial impact on my overall productivity, I have to admit. A lot more sleeping, which is not so bad, but a lot less energy and oomph, if you like, which is not great, actually. I did not go zero caffeine, just a drastic reduction, still a rather dramatic effect. I don't know if that's good or bad. Oh well. We'll find out over time. I still need to make the websites in the links section the primary point of publication, which I think I talked about last week, which needs a small amount of attention with regard to the changeover. Currently, the RSS feeds and all the audio files are hosted on Spotify servers, Spotify for Creator portal on the Spotify platform. I want Spotify to be a secondary point of publication, but I would like YouTube to pull from the primary so we can avoid the public-private flip-flop, among other things. Apple from the secondary, because I don't want to deal with Apple, nor Amazon podcasts deals. And this for 6 different programs. So rationalizing, yeah, of course I am. Why not? But I do need to get that stuff and a ton of other things. Despite my lack of energy this week, I am actually excited to get to the thing that I have been designing for a while. It's the information sharing platform for cities, localities. Surely Greater Vegas is lacking this. Absolutely. I need to get through my backlog. These are the things on my to-do list. I talk about this too much. And I need to stop adding to it outside of the primary goal, which is the information sharing platform. The exciting and challenging world of solopreneurship, where the boss and all of the workers are crazy, and they're driving each other crazy as well. Now I got to go back to argue with myself some more. Thank you for listening to all of my various audio programs, including this one. If you do, and if you don't, check them out if you feel like it. That's all I have to say for today. Let's hope the world stops doing what it's doing and gets back to normal. I heard today that the government shutdown may be ending. I don't know if that's a cave or if that's just adults in the room. Anyway, we'll find out. Take care. Thank you for listening as always. Bye-bye.